Good morning, 604.
Good morning.
Morning, Miss Canela and Mr. R.
Thank you, Adam. All right, guys, happy Tuesday. We hope you guys had a restful weekend. You were able to recharge, be away from the computer. A few quick little things. Mr. R and I had some time to, decompress from the computer this weekend, but also some time to talk. And what we noticed is this. We noticed a few things. Thank you, Emma, for letting me know that. Thank you, Keelani. We noticed in order to help facilitate that make things a little easier on you guys, we decided to revamp, that means redo your independent work. So you're only gonna have 3 independent questions every day. And how it's gonna be is the first question is gonna be a quick skill check, a very easy question. Then the second question is gonna be a little bit harder, a medium. And then the third question is gonna be a harder question, multi-step or state question. Everything we give you is state question, but the third one, you're really gonna have to think and apply it. Same with your exit ticket, easy, medium, and harder. So there'll be a total of 6 questions every day to answer between independent and exit ticket, because we wanna be able to give you the support you need and make it a little easier and less stressful on you. But you still are required to do 30 minutes a day of IREADY. So shout out to those students that actually completed a lot of IREADY time. I believe that Samiri Hollins had 5 hours and 21 minutes in this class. I believe in this particular class, he had the highest amount of time done. There was a student in class 601 that did 6 hours and 42 minutes, and class 603 that had 8 hours and change. So if you did not do your 30 minutes a day, I suggest this is a new week. Let's get it right and start fresh. Today, we're gonna be working on adding and subtracting decimals. We've seen it before. We're gonna quickly review that. Okay, I believe we have 2 model problems, 1 or 2 guided problems, and then we have like 3 remote problems, and then you will work on your independent work to show us what you understand, as well as your exit ticket. There is no more submitting work late. So again, we gave you the window last week. We gave you that 1-day opportunity to complete any missing work from September 8th up until last Wednesday. Those that did it, great. Those that did not, just understand that when the window closes, the work is mostly completed in class. So when you leave this math class, the only homework you have is IREADY. Make sense? Are we good? Anyone have any questions before we move? Because now it's 10:18. We want to get started with what we have, because it's going to be very quick, maybe 20 minutes. Are we good? All right. I guess I'm going to be sharing this one, Mr. R. Hello, Brandon. Ian, when you get a chance, turn your camera on. Oh, Boris just entered. Let's write your name down, because, guys, class is late. All right. Okay, I guess we're going to get started. Let's share our screen. Again, adding and subtracting decimals today. Mr. R. Ian, camera. Ian, or -5 on kickboard. 3, 2, Ian, Maria, cameras. Thank you, Maria. Okay, Ian, I'll send you a private message. All right, let's get this party started. All right, let's do the work real quick, and let's do what we have. Let me just erase this. Oops, sorry about that. I'm not sure why. Okay, so this will be a very short, quick, easy lesson, okay? In your work later on, you're gonna see a video on adding and subtracting decimals. So again, Keelani, you're the first one. I want you to read from learning target all the way down to step 4. Go.
Learning target. I can fluently add and subtract decimals by using algorithms. Today, scholars, we will learn and review how to add, subtract decimals by using algorithms. We will go over old Common Core questions in IREADY that address addition and subtraction of decimals. Important vocabulary words. 1. Sum is an answer to addition problem. Difference is an answer to a subtraction problem. And decimal represents numbers that are less than 0. They lie to the right of the decimal. Steps on the addition and subtraction of decimals. 1. Write the number vertically. 2. Line up the decimal points. 3. Add zeros if needed to make each place have the same amount of spaces. And 4. Add or subtract. Remember to regroup if needed.
I love how you participated. Thank you for reading. You earned your participation points so far. So real quick, when you're adding, the answer to an addition problem is the sum. And when you're subtracting, it's the difference. So you're going to hear those words, sum and difference today, so make sure you know. Also, as Kehlani just read, sometimes to the right of 0, you're only going to have one number. So to make it balanced, you're going to have to add zeros to have the same placeholders, okay, or spaces. Make sense? All right, and here's another visual representation. Real quick, you're going to see this in today's work in this packet as well as your independent and exit ticket. So Kehlani, got a quick question for you. When we have a whole number like 41, where is the decimal point? To the right of the ones or to the left of the ones place? Do you remember? So in a whole number, guys, this is very important. The decimal point is to the right of the ones place. So for example, right? So for example, if we look at the number 97, it would be 97.00 as a decimal. If we look at the number 134, it would be 134.00. Does that make sense? So now if you look at the number 528, the decimal is to the right of the 8. Got it? So 528.00000 is the same number as 528. Make sense? You got to remember that. All right. You got to know that. That's very important. We can't stress that enough. You're going to be seeing that all year. Who else is trying to get into this meeting? Okay. So now, when you're adding, you got to line up the decimal point. When you're subtracting, you got to line up the decimal point. All right, so 528 is 528 point. Line up the decimal point, 0.00. It says here, just turn the whole number into a decimal by adding a point and zeros. Line up the decimal point, 7.49. And then you add from right to left, carrying, right? When you're subtracting, it's the same thing. Line up the decimal point, and you might have to regroup sometimes. That means you might have to make a number higher so that you can take it away, as you'll see in the work. Make sense? Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Oh, my lovely co-teacher. Hey.
Good morning, everyone. I apologize for the wait. I was a little bit busy. All right, question number 1, adding decimals. You like how I come back like that, right? Boom, right on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
Abigail, the first one on my list. You ready, Abigail? It says, Angie bought 2 bottles of conditioner at the hair salon. One bottle contains 0.350 and 355 liters, and the other contained 0 and 877,000 liters. How many liters of conditioner did she buy in all? So what are we doing? Adding or subtracting?
We are adding.
Good. And the numbers are already there for you. So talk to me. Does 5 go into 7? How many times? What is it? 5 plus 7 is what?
Goes into 7.
Sorry, 5 plus 7. I
12.
apologize. Yeah.
You put 2 and 1 on the top. And then 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 1 more, which is 13. Put the 3 on the bottom and the 1 on the top. And then 8 plus 3, which is 11, plus 1 more is 12. You put the 2 on the bottom and the 1 on the top, which is 1 because 0 has
Now, what are you missing in this case? What do we bring down?
line up the
decimal.
There you go. So out of all of those, which is your response? Letter.
It is letter B.
Yeah. Maybe Miss Canala could change the color because that color is a little bit light.
All right, maybe I'll use purple on the next one, Mr. R.
Whatever you want to use. All right, the next
Line
one.
up the decimal point.
Berlin, pay attention to this, okay? We're going to be doing this together, okay? So it says, what is the difference? When you hear the word difference, what are we adding? Subtracting or adding?
Subtracting.
Okay, subtracting. So 5.7, 517th, and 438 thousandths. No, I lied. Sorry, that was confusing. 517th and 4/10 and 338 and 608 thousandths. Right? So we subtract those two together. What do we get? Now this one, we made a mistake in the last one. Hopefully Miss Canella sees exactly. So realize that we have unequal numbers, right? So when you have such a case, guys, we have two blank spaces. What do we put in there, Yerlin?
0.
Good. Oops, sorry about that.
To do the math, okay? If we borrow one from the neighbor and we keep on borrowing, right? That becomes what? So this becomes a 3 over here. The first number becomes a 3. I like going from left to right. I don't know why. The next number becomes a 9 because we're going to borrow one from him. And then the next number becomes a what? 10, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 minus 8.
You're look at Mr. R.
10 minus 8. What do you have?
2.
Yes.
2. Good. 9 minus 0.
0.
Oh, 9. Take away 0 is
9.
Good. Then you have 13 minus 6. What I like doing when I'm subtracting numbers is I count up from 6 all the way up to 13. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is what?
7.
There you go. We bring down the decimal points because we have to line them up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, we have to borrow, right? So if we borrow from the neighbor, that becomes a 0. And the 1 becomes a 0. This number becomes a 17, if I'm not mistaken, right?
yes.
Now, again, we're going to count up, right, Yerlin? 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 again. So what is it? I'll do it again. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
4.
How many fingers I have up?
4.
5 and 4 is what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. Okay, good. And then you have 10 minus 3. That's an easy one. What's that?
Mr. R.
Am I
I
doing this right?
I think this 17 is supposed to be a 16 because we went to its neighbor to get one less. This was a 14, became a 13. This was a 17, but because we had to go next door to get one to make it less, this becomes a
16.
16. It's okay.
So that's my fault. So that means that's an 8, Yerlin. You got that? You went
Yeah.
one less. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
It's an 8, and then you have 10 minus 3, which is a 7. Right? And then you just bring down the 4 because there's nothing there. So 4 minus 0 is 4. So what number would it be? Or what letter? There you go. It is a lot to do, guys. I'm not going to lie, especially if you don't have a calculator, but this is exactly the same way you will need to tackle a state problem if you do not have a calculator. It's called grouping, okay? Now, you're going to see a problem later on that's going to tell you what was the error made. I want you guys to use the exact same formula. The next one is going to be Miss Roman. You ready, Miss Roman?
2. Okay. Keelani, it says Kyrene bought a book for $12. Guys, when we think about money, it's to the hundreds place, right? So 12.59 is read as $12.59 because money is to the hundreds place. And a poster for $8.79 at the bookstore. He paid with $25. How much change should Kyrene receive? So this is a double step question. What do we do, Miss Roman? What do we do with the first set of numbers? Add or subtract?
You add them.
Yeah? All right. Help us out. Give us the sum. How much money is it? Go.
9 plus 9 is 18. You carry the 1. Then that's 6. That's 15.
Whoa. Wait.
No.
6 plus 7 is what?
No,
So
it's
you add
13.
1.
There you go. Bring down the decimal point.
Wait, she said 13, right? You forgot the 1. Carry the 1.
Yeah. And then that's 11. Carry the 1. And then that's 2.
Okay. Are we done?
No.
What do we got to do now?
Now you have to subtract 1. No. Yeah, subtract that with 25.
Subtract what from 25?
The $21.38.
Good. So first we added, and now we're going to subtract the total amount of money from what we got. Go.
So you gotta like borrow, so it'll be that'll be 10,
Okay.
so it'll be 2.
Mhm. Instead of
And
saying borrow, let's say regroup, okay? Because when we borrow, we give it back. When we regroup, we don't. Okay, sweetie?
okay.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
So then since you had regrouped, then that'll be 9 instead of
Mhm.
0.
Awesome.
Then you do 9 minus 3, which is 6. And since you regroup, well, the decimal point, and since you regroup 2 times from the 5, it'll be 3.
So how much money? What's his change?
So his change is $3.62.
How would you check this problem? Let's say you were doing this and you were like, I don't know if I got the correct answer. What do you do with the answer and the bottom number?
You add them together to make sure you got 25.
Awesome. And when you add $3.62 and $21.38, folks, do we get $25? Yeah, we do, right? I don't want to write it down to take up your time, but like Keelani said, you take your difference from the bottom number, the minuet, and it should get the top number, $25. Yes? Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Ask us now before we move on. Can you guys give us the thumbs up if you're with Mr. R and I in the class, guys? Now's the chance. Pretty straightforward, right? This is pretty simple. And you guys can use a calculator. Boris, we need a camera on, please. Mr. R, can we move on to the next problem? All right. Who's doing this one, Mr. R?
Justin Bodo. A cheetah can run 112 and 654 hundredths kilometers per hour. A jaguar can run 98 and 17 hundredths kilometers per hour. How much faster is the cheetah than the jaguar? Justin. Mr. Bodo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? How much faster? Meaning what? What are we doing? Adding or subtracting?
I think we're subtracting.
Good. Now let's do the math, okay? 4 minus 0 is?
4 minus 8.
4 minus 0.
Oh, 4.
Good. 5 minus 7. Can we do that?
No, so you go to the 6. We put that as 5.
Good.
And then put 1 right next to 15.
Good. 15 minus 7 is what?
8.
Good. 5 minus 1 is?
4.
Good. Bring down the what?
Bring down the,
Decimal, right?
forgot how to say it.
The decimal. Say
The
decimal.
decimal, yeah.
All right. Now we have 2 goes into 8. Can we do that? No, we cannot. We have to
No,
borrow,
so you go to the 1,
right?
put that as 0,
Good.
and put 1 on there.
That would be 12, right?
Yeah,
Good. 12 minus
4,
8. Good. 4. And 10 minus 9 is?
1.
Good. Good effort. Good work. So what does that mean? Who's faster?
I think,
Wait, look at the question before you answer that.
okay.
How much how much faster is the cheetah than the jaguar? So Mr. R is asking, what is this?
I think the cheetah
Good. The cheetah's faster by how much? It says it right there.
by
14.
14.484.
Good. And that's how you convert this also into a word problem, just in case they ever ask you to explain. This is how you would do it.
Yeah.
Good job, Justin. The next one is going to be Adam.
Thank
Adam,
you.
on a field trip, a 6th grade class traveled 19,955. I don't know what the place value is, Ms. Canelo.
Tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s.
So 10,000 kilometers by train, 7 kilometers by bus, and 2.3 kilometers by car. How far did they travel all together? So what are we doing, Adam?
We add.
Good. We circle the addition, and now we're gonna add all of those together, right? 19.95555.
9, 5,
Easy.
5. Oh, what's the other number, Mr. R?
What's the next number?
7.
Good.
How do we write that? Where should it go? Remember what we said in the beginning?
It should go next under the 1. I mean, yeah, under the 1.
So here, put the 7 there.
Yeah.
What did I say about a whole number? Where do you find the decimal point? To the right of the,
David.
Oh, to the right of the number.
right, to the right of the ones place.
Go
So
wash your face,
7,
bud.
ooh, 7 is the same as 7.0. So is this 7.0 lining up with the 19?
So you're lining up with the 9.
There you go. Okay, keep going.
So you put 7 down with the 9, then you put 0.0, 0, 0, and another 0.
Good,
Boris, the camera.
So
All right, 2.3 kilometers. Where do you write that at, Adam?
3.2 kilometers, you write it down.
2.3 kilometers.
2.3.
Now you said we're adding, so what is 5 plus 0 plus 0?
5,
Good, 5, 5, 5. I like that.
5, yeah, they're all 5.
What about 9 plus 3? Boris, that camera needs to stay on.
That's 12. That's 12, so you put a 1 with the 9. And then 9 plus 7, so that's 6, that's
16, yeah, 16.
18, so that's 18.
So this is 10, 17. One more. You forgot to add the 1.
So that's 19. Then you put the 1, then that's 2. So that gives us 29.2555 kilometers.
In what? In
All together.
Yep, all together. I like how you restated that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Question. Comments. All right, we got the last problem to do, Mr. R. Who is the last contestant of the day today?
David. He's gonna redeem himself since you want to sleep on me earlier. You good? Don't worry about it, brother. I'm tired too. Go ahead.
Forrest have the camera on?
He did. He has it on. Caleb, your camera. I better stop playing with me with these cameras. I'm gonna start taking off -5 kickboard points. Let's
Guys,
go.
yeah, that's right.
Samari answered the problem below. He said the following: 16.000. Sorry, 16 and 700 minus 0.55 equals 10.507. It says, do you agree or disagree with him? Guys, this is simple. Caleb, go. Do you agree or disagree with him? Explain your answer. So David, real quick, simple math, sir. You have $16 and you subtract 55 cents. Does it equal $10?
Oh, I did it again.
16 by 5 cents. Yes.
It's gonna equal $10? Think about this. You got $16 and I took away 55 cents. Not a dollar, 55 cents. It's gonna equal $10?
No, it's gonna be
Right, you said it the first time, 15, right?
so 45.
Take your time, take your time.
David, what's 10 minus 5?
Minus 5 equals 11.
So 10 minus 5 is 11? I'm confused.
Yes.
So,
Oh wait, oh,
look,
5.
10 take away 5 is how much?
5.
Thank you.
What's 9 minus 5?
What's 9 minus 5?
Yeah.
4.
Good.
Bring down the decimal point.
0.
And bring down the decimal point, that will be 5, and then you'll bring down the 1.
Good. So realize, is he right or wrong?
He's wrong.
Good. Samari's wrong because if you actually subtract the mathematics that you do it correctly, you will see that it's no longer. I like to do this like simple math, guys. Honestly, I don't try to drag my head into it that much because I know that if it's not a whole number, it shouldn't be subtracting whole numbers. You see that? That's the way I do it. So, Ms. Canelo, when you have a chance, can you underline the whole number section and the decimals, please?
Wait, and where? In what I wrote in green or in the black word problem?
The black word problem.
What
This
color?
is what I
Red?
want us to notice. Yeah, put it in red. Look at the whole number and look at the whole number. The whole number is to the left of the decimal. So realize you have Miss Canola, why do you keep doing that? All right. 16, right? You have a 16 as a whole number, and then you have 55. There should be no reason why he should get 10 if you're not subtracting a whole number. You guys see that? Yeah? Whole number is always going to be to the left of the decimal. So, all right. I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
Samara, your camera, I don't know. Why is it off?
You know what, Mr. R? We've given a lot of reminders at this point. Do you think we
No,
should?
that's it. It's over. I know Boris was off.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Mario off. Caleb asked for bathroom. That was good. Who else?
Guys, come on. You're better than this, all right? Just keep the cameras on or you're going to earn -5 points. It's very simple.
Listen, if you have a legitimate excuse, like one, you shouldn't be doing any late work for any other class at this time. This is our time. Two, you should only be doing our work, which you're going to be doing now. I'm going to open up the independent practice and the exit ticket. And as soon as I do so, you can do that. The only people that are allowed to do that or leave their cameras off are people that are on their cell phones. And as of right now, I'm pretty sure that everybody has a laptop. So if you have a legitimate excuse, please comment or tell Miss Canova that you have a phone. That way I won't be so on top of you as well. But I'm going to open those exit tickets and the independent practice now. Go.
And Mr. R, I sent you a chat message.
You got to give me host for
I did. Did I?
that. No.
Guys, so the expectation is for you to watch the 1-minute video. Remember, line up the decimal point, da-da-da-da-da-da. Line up the decimal point. That's how you do it.
I'm going to put up a breakout room.
Yes,
And
please.
find a couple people to it.
I got a question.
Yes,
Which one
David.
first, the independent or the exit ticket?
You're going to come with me to a breakout room, and I am
Be
going
in charge of both, though, always.
Yeah, you should always start with the independent because it's worth a higher portion, and then the exit ticket, okay? Because all right, I'll see you in breakout room 1. Oh, and Boris too, Mr. R.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot he just came back on. Hi guys, Boris, thanks. All right, so just to let you guys know, in case you didn't know, we are on record. So we are going to review the independent work. Make sure you understand. What do we do at the decimal point? Line up the
Decimal point.
Good. And what if there's not enough placeholders? What number do we write in?
We write in the ones. No,
No, what number do we put? We write a big fat
0.
0. Okay, so we're going to review that now.